Welcome to the Cryptoteacher. And guys, I come back with that video just to make you think. And guys, we have the Super Bowl is finished and the Rams win. And guys, we saw this well-orchestrated play go on. Actually, we had Halle Berry compare the movies with sports. And that's exactly what it is. What did we see? We saw them control the point spread. We saw them miss that extra point, the Rams. Then we saw two Mo's on the Rams, Ramsey and Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham played one of the best actor roles in history. He needs to get a Grammy. He had a bad leg, but he's standing up the whole game. He's walking up and down the sidelines. And we saw a cornerback in Ramsey made moves that no cornerback does. I played sports. I've coached sports. I know, but that's the reason why I don't watch it anymore, because I know it's rigged. I can look at the games and tell it's rigged. You can ask anybody who knows me since I've been a kid. I understood money. I knew it from the beginning that sports were rigged. And we know the refs play a big role in rigging the game. And we saw them slow down the game. We saw them do a couple penalties that allowed Cincinnati to score. But at the end, they controlled the game beautifully. It was a work of art. And instead of the Rams winning by 4, they only won by 3, the point spread. But let's get into the fourth industrial revolution. What did we see when it came to the actual commercials? You had a lot of out with the old and in with the new. We had the electric cars. We had a whole lot of Universe commercials showing Saturn. I think it was Bond Secure. But definitely, guys, we see the fourth industrial revolution played out. We saw cryptocurrency actual commercials. So it was definitely orchestrated. I'm not going to get into the halftime show because that was on a whole nother level. I could go deep in that. Not going to do that. But definitely, guys, this was a well-orchestrated game. Beautifully done. But this is exactly the reason why I don't watch sports. Remember that sports betting is going to take over America. We're just getting started. I personally do not bet on games, but guys, once you understand the drama behind sports and how they orchestrate it, if you bet on sports, you'll be able to know the winner. You'll be able to see the signs because it's about the signs. It's not about the game. These players are chosen, whether you want to believe it or not. These teams are chosen. The scores are chosen. And all this is based on numerology. Long as you understand that everything is math. Everything is math. Math is fact. It never changes. And the New World Order goes off of math, and don't you ever forget it. And remember, the crypto teacher told you because he knows. When it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. Y'all have a wonderful day.
Most since being that dirty word that we call politician several years back. What is the greatest rabbit hole that you've gone down since you've been in government?
The greatest rabbit hole.
Like, what's something that you've learned since being in government that you kind of wish, I suppose, when you were...
I didn't know that. Oh, well, one, that it's all fake. You know, that was really a very sad moment for me when I served on the House International Relations Committee, and the particular subcommittee, I think it was Western Hemisphere Subcommittee, was having a hearing, and the chairman of the subcommittee was there. I was on the subcommittee, so I was there. And then the committee or the subcommittee were interviewing, had a panel of witnesses that were being questioned by the subcommittee members. And it looked like it was a normal event. Then, all of a sudden, the chairman of the subcommittee, we sit down, we go through the hearing. The chairman of the subcommittee is fussing at the witness. And the witness is antagonistic toward the chairman of the subcommittee. So there's some friction, there's electricity, there's something happening in the air. After the hearing is over, the chairman backslaps the witness and they walk out together. It was just theater. Didn't mean anything. So that was like the saddest thing for me to realize that it was all just theater. Didn't really mean anything. And that's probably the harshest lesson, but that's the realest lesson.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.